What's up, guys? Welcome to a brand new series for the video game Astroneer. If you have never heard of this game, I highly recommend that you go and check it out. I have played this game probably for the last somewhere between 4 to 6 years. I know that I started playing it sometime maybe in like 2017, 2018, so maybe it's 7 years. I don't know exactly, but I've been playing the game for a while. I played it on my Xbox One. I played it on my new Xbox. I've played it on my phone with the Xbox beta thing that they had going on for a while. Like, I've tried it out on multiple platforms. I used to watch a guy play it while I worked. Like, I just really enjoy this game. If you don't know anything about the game, Astroneer is a space exploration and survival game. So it is a very geometric / organic version of Minecraft minus the mobs. There are things that can kill you in this game, such as plants and losing your oxygen and power, but there's not like any zombies, mobs, anything chasing you around, running around, at least in the base game. They just released a DLC, which is part of the reason why we're playing this, because I would like to play the DLC. They just released a DLC, and apparently there are enemies in that, but that is a whole nother solar system from what I understand, or other planets at least, not the main solar system that we're in. There are like, I think 6 or 7 different planets that you can jump to. Some of them are moons, I should say. And like, there's no cutscenes. Like, yeah, it takes control of the space shuttle that you build, but like, it's all one seamless scene. This game is very expansive, and I don't think that it gets enough credit for what it is. I'm really excited about making this content. This was one of the first games that I thought of whenever I was like, I want to make YouTube content. I would love to play this game. I mean, this was it. This was one of those games like at the top of my list. So I hope that you guys can enjoy it. I hope that you guys can sit back and you can relax and, you know, come along for the ride with me. So without anything else that we need to talk about, let's go ahead and jump in to Astroneer. So immediately when you start a new world or a new map, a new solar system, it brings you to this cutscene where you are being launched out of a pod into the main planet called Silva. And the reason is because the space station that you're in, it's stuck. It can't get out of orbit. Something on it broke. And so you decide the best thing that you can do is go and try to survive on these planets that you're orbiting. So it drops you in, and again, you guys can see how seamless that is. So it drops you in, you jump out of the dropship. It's going to give you this little message, but it immediately opens up your shelter and opens up a landing pad. And this shelter and this landing pad is where you are pretty much going to operate from for the first several hours that you play this game. There is a mission log that is attached to it. Again, it drops stuff, so if you complete it, and you know, something that's way up in there, the sky realizes that you completed something and drops it into you. Don't know what. So we have to unpack the oxygenator. We know that because the mission log, of course, like it helps us walk through the game. So like, if you've never played this before, stick to the mission log. You will figure it out and you will begin to understand the game and how it works. And then eventually you'll be able to venture away from the mission log and just explore and try different things. But for the sake of this playthrough, we're going to stick to the mission log. So like, you pick up these little blocks, and they are things. Some of the blocks are bigger, some of them are smaller, depending on what the thing is, and you can open it and it will turn into the item that you need it to turn into. So like, this is the oxygenator, so it provides a constant oxygen flow connected to tethers, platforms, and cables. So we needed to open that, and then this is a small printer. And so the small printer allows us to print small objects. It doesn't allow us to print anything bigger than like the typical small object. Now what I just did there, again, I'm kind of speeding through this because I have played this game. You have to connect everything to power. So like, I just used the cable again, here's one in the back. I used this cable and connected it to the printer to give it power so that the printer will work. So like you have to connect everything to power. So we completed that little quest. So we're going to complete it, and it drops us in some tethers. So tethers, you can put them into your backpack. And so like this is our backpack. This is where we will store items as we go. Tethers, they allow us to use and extend our oxygen flow as we travel around. So like right now you can see this blue tube that I have that's attached to the landing pad. The landing pad is somehow giving me oxygen. Don't know how, because there's nothing on it that's creating oxygen now that I think about it. So like the shelter is doing the same thing. If I walk away from the shelter after a certain amount of distance, the oxygen goes away. The blue bar that's on the back of my pack is an oxygen bar. You see it going down. I'm losing oxygen because I'm breathing. My character is breathing. You see the yellow bars too. Those represent the power in my pack. So like if I don't have any more power in my pack, my oxygen will go down faster and I will suffocate. Suffocating really is like the only way that you can die in this game, unless you just fall an incredible distance. The rest of it is like you just got to pay attention to where you're walking. So to get my oxygen back, it just told me that my oxygen was going down. I just have to reconnect to a tethered line. So I am going to drop a tether here, and I like to drop a tether in this general vicinity too. I like to try to drop a tether kind of going each direction away from the base. That's just kind of like my OCD, I guess. I don't really know. I just like doing it that way. So in this game you have a cursor. So right now I'm holding the left trigger, and then I'm using my analog stick to extend and move the object. But the game works like that completely. So now that I've done that, I've placed some tethers. I think that I completed something in the mission log, maybe. Oop. Yeah. So breathing space. I get a small canister and 500 bytes. We'll talk about bytes eventually, but the small canister comes in handy. Comes in real handy. So I can throw that into my backpack, and now my little drill gun vacuum thing that I use in the game to mine and gather resources, I can attach this canister, and it will allow me to like actually retain soil so that I can not only remove it, dig it away, but also add or flatten a surface. So let's just say I want to flatten this space that's around. See, right now it says that there's an X. It's because you can see my canister. You could see my canister. It's on the side of my gun right there as I walk. I don't have anything in it, so I need to go and gather some resources. So I'm going to go see if I can find some compound. Compound is one of the base resources in the game, as is resin. Resin is that yellow stuff that's sticking out of the ground right over there. So we're going to go ahead and gather that, and then maybe look for some compound. As you can see, it digs very like organically. And now, as I have dug, you can see this right here. It's got a little yellow light on it, but it's started to fill up. It's because I'm digging up soil. So we got a little bit of resin, but not enough for anything. So we're gonna wander off from our tethers for just a second to see if we can see any other resources, because I don't like to use my tethers unless I have to, especially this early in the game. Every once in a while you'll find debris like this if you play this game. And so like, not sure why that was just floating like that, but you can pick up the tethers or any other items that may have been on the ground. That's all I saw. And throw them into your backpack. Alright. Maybe we need to go another direction. You guys can see it on my screen, but you can see, pretty sure that's the moon of Silva, called Desalo, rotating in orbit. And like, that's live. Like, that's actually happening in the game. Like, that's just not just like a graphic image. Like, if I were to leave this planet and fly there, it's gonna be moving around Silva at that pace. Wow, there's resin right beside us, guys. Big brain, big brain. Alright, so we're gonna mine this. And I have a feeling that I should go ahead and anticipate that this might be where I end up mining in general. So we're going to try to kind of keep this smooth and clean as best we can. I like to try to keep my mining pretty clean and not like crazy chaotic, just holes everywhere. Because then when you're running around or you're driving a vehicle, then you're like, wait, is there a hole there? And then you accidentally fall into a hole or something. So, anywho, we've collected some resin. I bet you our backpack is about to be full. We can get a little bit more. Yep, alright. So whenever it made that little noise, you probably heard it, and it popped it off the back. That means that our backpack is full. So, starting out, I typically, and I've told people this in the past, typically I dig a little hole. And I just throw everything into the hole. Reason being is because sometimes they do just kind of like roll away, and it can be kind of annoying when you've gathered resources and like you just can't figure out or find them. So we're gonna drop all this and then go back and mine everything that was back over there again. We'll pick up what we dropped. We'll grab this compound because we need compound too. And so you use compound to make like tethers and generators and the stands for all the different things that you're going to craft throughout the game. So like, it is an incredibly important resource, and it's on, I think it's on almost every planet. It's not on every planet, but it's on almost every planet. It is incredibly important for the game. I love the way it looks. It reminds me of BB's. So it's really cool. I just love the color. Like, this game's just unique, man. Like, I've never played anything like this. I think there's a lot of games that have tried to be like Minecraft, and this is one of those games that, like, they wanted to be like Minecraft in sense of, oh no, I'm about to suffocate. Oh no. Oh no, guys. Oh no. Alright, we're good. They tried to be like Minecraft, but not like Minecraft. Like, they wanted to do their own thing. Like, they liked the idea of doing a creative type game, but they didn't want to just copy Minecraft, you know? They wanted it to be their own thing. And that's good. Like, that's what people want. So, alright. So now that we've done that, let's see what it is that we need to do. So we finished two things. Landfilling. Fill a small canister with soil. So let's finish that. We got bites. And then gather compound, gather resin. So we get a few items. Cool. So we got a platform, and a storage unit. I don't usually use the storage units until I have to. We will keep the platforms right here because I'm not gonna probably use, actually we will use one of these platforms to start with. I don't know where I want to put it though, so we're gonna just drop it and open it. Nope. We're gonna go ahead and open this one too, actually. I do think that I want to put... That is one thing that's kind of like buggy in the game, is that if you get it too close to your character, it can like snap super close to the screen. It's kind of weird. I've never really understood why it does something like that. I don't think that it's really anything to do with the game. I think it's just like... I think this game was made for PC first. So like, because it was made for PC first, it has some quirks to it that it just kind of like... It should naturally work well on a PC, but it may not work well on a console, you know? I don't know. I don't know much about programming in games like that, but it just kind of feels like it's meant to be played with keyboard and mouse. Which is cool. Like, I'm not biased to it. If I had the ability. I mean, I could plug in a keyboard and mouse to my Xbox, but that would just... wouldn't really make sense in my opinion. So... Alright, so now that we've placed those, I'm gonna go ahead and just throw this on here. I keep wanting to press X to unlock that stuff. And so with these medium storage things, they allow you to take the items and attach them. So like you can store the things that you've mined. You can also open it and lay it flat so you can see everything. Now, I don't want my resin right there. I want all my minerals and whatnot over here. Over yonder. Over yonder, brother. So, now we need to make a printer. We need to print a medium printer and then slot medium printer to platform. So, add it to a platform. So, we also need to make a... No, we already have the platform. I'm sorry. So, to make medium printer, I'm pretty sure that I need resin and compound. I think I only need one of each. Nope, I need 2 compound. So, whenever you're trying to make something, typically, most of the time, you're going to use the printer. The printer will tell you what you need. So, like in this case, I want to make a medium printer, so it tells me I need 2 compound. This little symbol right here is the symbol for compound. When I first started playing the game, it took me a little while to figure out what was what. This symbol represents compound, and the reason that I know, in the settings, there is the Astropedia. You can also look this up online. It will tell you the planets, the resources, and the hazards to the game, as well as help you understand everything else that's going on in the game. So, of course, like building a base, the missions that are in the game, crafting stuff. You can build a railway in this game. There's cars and tractors and bigger vehicles and hoverboards and jetpacks in this game. There's automation, like when you craft and smelt stuff, you can create robot arms that are on small platforms, like to my right, that will move the items from one place to another for you so that you don't have to do it all. Again, we'll hopefully maybe eventually get to that, but for now, like, we need to focus on the power, research, and crafting. That's kind of the main concern for us. So we're going to make the medium printer. And so it literally prints like a 3D printer would print, which is very cool, very unique. Like, again, never seen a game do that. Alright, so when it's done, it'll sound like that, it'll do that. It kind of shows us a little 3D model of it, which helps you like face it, so you can press LB, RB, to place it how you want it, and then you just press Y to unpack it, same way that you've done other things. So, now we've done that. So, now we need to make the appropriate platforms. But they're going to give us one, which is nice. You can carry crates that are this size by pressing X and bringing them over here. And again, when you're holding it like this, it'll show you what the item is so that you can kind of determine the space so you don't have to unpack it if you don't want to. So this first thing that we're going to put right here is going to be the research. I think it's going to be the research chamber. I think that's what we're going to get first. because that kind of helps us do everything else in the game. So we're going to go ahead and attach it to power. And then we should be, I'm going to move this tether over just a smidge. Maybe? Yeah. Okay. Actually, you know what? We're going to move. We're going to move all of this over. Yeah. We're going to take this back. Let that just run straight out of the middle. And then we can veer off down there. I like that. I like that a lot. I like it. 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 All right. So, print and connect small generator to power network. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a ton of the small generators. I'm pretty sure that we use compound to create them, but we are going to look at the medium printer first. I know that you made this in your backpack. Okay. So when you open your backpack and something's not in the printer and it's a small item, you can typically make that stuff on your backpack. So like tethers, oxygen filters, which kind of like it lets you stay detached from the oxygen line for a longer period of time. The small canister, like what we have attached to our gun, or drill, I should say, not gun. Small generator, so that's what we're looking for. I want to make a couple of these. One other way that you can know what you need is by hovering over it. It will tell you, but you will also just become like acquainted with how they look. Like I know that that's compound because I recognize the little like BBs bundled together. So I want to make probably 4 of these. So that's all the compound that I have. So I'm gonna need to go get more compound. So we're gonna run over here while that's being made. We're gonna run over here and dig. What just happened? I think I picked up a tether on accident somehow. The game really is just relaxing. Like there's just not much going on. It is strictly like just learning to problem solve and build and craft and survive. It is a very like problem solving type game. So like if you're a parent and you're looking for a game that your kid can play and like, hey, you want them to learn something like problem solving, this is a good game for them to play for real. I don't get anything out of telling you that either. This is not sponsored. My son, this is a game that I would want him to play, to learn how to play. Minecraft does the same thing, like it's problem solving too, but this game is a little less like modded and well known, so like people aren't going to, oh no. So right now that generator is running. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. I about suffocated again. That generator was running on my backpack for no reason. So when you make the generators, apparently they start running. Didn't know that. Yeah, anyway, this is a game that I would want my son to play this game. I think that when he gets old enough, he would really enjoy this game. So we probably would end up playing this game together, to be honest with you guys. So there's a few ways that we can do this. I can attach these generators to this, which in reality is really, really convenient and really nice. I thought I'd already printed 4. Huh. So I can attach these generators. These generators will produce power when I put organic, this green material, into the generator. It's kind of like natural fuel, okay? Now, right now, these generators would only power this one platform, not my entire base, because the entire base, like this platform, isn't attached to my base. So what I need to do is attach them. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do that. I'm going to detach this, plug this in, and then move this right here. So now I have a better power supply. So like when I need to print something, in reality, like if I really wanted to, I could make 4 more small generators and like power all of it up, but that's a lot of organic farming, and I really don't want to do that. I did print. Look at me, guys. I did print, so now I have 5. Oh well. I don't love an odd number, but I thought that I had 5. Or I printed another one. So we have plenty of resin to go on for just a minute while we focus on trying to start the base up. We have a decent amount of power. So now I probably need to go find some more compound. I'm gonna need it. Let's see what is in the mission log. This is gonna give us a battery, it looks like. Yeah. So batteries you can apply to your pack, and it'll give you more battery life in your backpack. So it lets you do more, drill more, and as you begin to like go to other planets, it's gonna take more battery life to drill into things, because the like Earth, the planets are like a harder substance than silver, so like you're gonna need those. So that's good. All right, now what? For science, print and use research chamber. Unlock and print a smelting furnace. Refine aluminum from laterite. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do the research chamber and unlock some stuff. So when you start the game, all these things that I've printed and like that we have now, they're unlocked. Except for, I believe, the large platform B. They just give you that. We're going to check in just a second. Whenever it comes to unlocking things, you press the select button, and it's going to pull up the field guide or the field menu. Everything that's in this are things that you can craft and create. There are 4 levels that are in this little section right here. So right now, like, these are backpack items. That's why it looks like a little backpack. This is a like first tier item similar to the medium printer that we made. This is a second tier item, which is where the smelting furnace and large printer and items that we're going to use at our base are. And then the last one are really, really big items, such as an auto extractor, such as a extra large shredder, or solar array, or extra large wind turbine. There is a lot of stuff in the game that you can do and create, such as the large shuttles. So it is very, very extensive. Our goal in this episode of just showing you guys the game is to get the base to a well-functioning place. So I want to get the research chamber made, and then I would like to get the soil centrifuge made, and I will tell you why. I think most people would tell you not to waste time on the soil centrifuge, but I personally enjoy it because it saves time in the long run. So let's check the mission log really fast, and then we're going to do that stuff. A splitter. Oh, I didn't realize that it gave that to you if you completed the task. Cool. So when we completed that, it did the research for us. Whoops. To get the splitter. So we're going to open this back up. And we're going to go to... We're going to find the thing that we need. Oh, sorry guys. It's late when I'm recording this. I tried to stream tonight. Stream didn't work. It was a whole mess. So I decided to take advantage of the time and record this episode for you guys. And play a little bit of game that I have not touched in a long time. So... I'm a dummy. I'm not even looking in the right place. I'm trying to find it, guys. There it is. We already have it. So it takes 2 compound and a resin. The next thing that I want to unlock is the soil centrifuge and then the smelting furnace. So we may actually end up putting all 3 of those things on the base. We're going to go ahead and unlock them. To make them, though, I've got to get a large printer. So I need 2 compound, 5 compound, 6 compound, 7, 8 compound. I need 1 resin, 3 resin, and an aluminum. Okay. So we got to do the smelting furnace before we can do the soil centrifuge. So we may not get to the soil centrifuge in this episode for you guys. We'll see. Let's focus on getting the research chamber. So 2 compound and resin. You know, now that I think about it, I don't have the compound. I gotta go get the compound, guys. We're gonna have to go find that. And I just don't think there's anything left. Like, I don't think there's a lot left right there. So, alright. We're gonna try venturing off this way. To drop the tethers like I am, you just press down on the D-pad as you're running. So like the grass and stuff that's on the ground too, that's organic. So like as I go over that, it's going to collect organic. Which is again super helpful because we have the generators that'll help with power and when we're using multiple big items, at least here starting out. It'll help us run all those items without it taking forever, because it will take forever. This game is very scientific, very, very true to what I feel like would be not space travel, but like, you know what I mean. You probably don't know what I mean. You know what, man? I'm tired. Don't make fun of me. I'm tired. It's been a long day. It's been a very long day. Good day. Got to spend some time with the family. Went to Hobby Lobby. Feel like that oh no. I heard myself breathing heavy. Alright, we're going to leave that compound there. That is one thing that's good about the game. It's like when you leave something on the ground, it doesn't disappear. It stays there forever. Even if you die, your backpack, it stays there forever. So. We're going to go ahead and get the research chamber. And then we're going to make the platforms that we need. Now that I think about it. Put the large printer right here. And then research chambers down. And we'll do all the crafting behind. Because I will probably eventually put the supplies and everything behind us. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. So again, like sometimes you just have to wait. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna turn this generator on. And you see it started going a little bit faster. I'm gonna apply this one. Now it's going even faster. Here's the one thing about the generators though. If you don't turn them off, they will just use up the resources and it really becomes a waste more than anything. So once something's done like this, and eventually like you'll get so much organic that you don't really have to worry about it. But again, starting out right now, it's super important that we don't waste the resources that we have. That should be the front. All right, so now I'm gonna grab some resin and I want to make a large platform A for the large printer to go on. While that's doing that, I am going to gather up this organic so that I can expedite this process just a little bit. Alright, my backpack is full, so I cannot take anything else. But I do have some organic sitting on the ground over here too. Cool. Alright, so now we're gonna make a large printer. While that's running, we're gonna go ahead and do that. I'm not even gonna stop those. One of them's gonna run out, which is fine. Large printer shouldn't take that long to make anyways. And then after we do this, we're going to make another platform B, like what's sitting way over yonder. And then make the smelting furnace. And I'll tell you why I don't just use the one that I have, but we got to get there, so it'll make more sense once we get there. Let's throw this organic up there. Help it keep going, help it keep going. Hey, if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, I would really, really love for you to subscribe. I focus on playing a variety of games, playing through games, whether it's the story modes or the multiplayer. I focus on playing through story mode games, though, primarily, and I focus on trying to be a positive, godly example in the video game space, the digital space. So if you're looking for somebody that's positive, uplifting, and, you know, not really energetic, I'm your guy. I'm gonna be here and I just want to chill and hang out with you. I hope that you can enjoy just hanging out with me as we play these games. But you know, if not, that's cool too. And if you haven't liked the video yet, give the video a like. It really does help out the channel. I would love to try to get about 10 to 15 likes on this video, this first video for the set. So alright, so once you kind of have your stuff where you want it, you can actually lock platforms in place. When I used to play this, I used to accidentally grab my platforms all the time, and it would hurt my nerves. So I do utilize that when I play, because it keeps you from jerking the platforms across the map because you accidentally grab it. Alright, so you see how my platform's leaning? That means that the ground's not level. So I'm going to show you guys really quickly what it looks like to level the ground. So when you press X and you open up your drill, like this, that's my backpack. If I press X, it opens the gun. Y'all can see it. You can press RB or LB, like it kind of cycles through, but LB is just left, RB is right through your options. This block, it means that I can create a flat surface using the soil that I've gathered in my canister, which again is really good because it's really good for making your base, but it's also good for making paths and roads to different things that you want to get to across the map. So I highly recommend that you make sure you get a canister really early on and attach it to your drill. The canister is a very, very important piece of technology in this game. So, now that we've kind of extended it, let's move this back over here. Ooh, it's about to wig out again. You can use the left bumper and the right bumper to like rotate too, if you don't like how it's sitting. Ooh, that's almost spot on. Good job, Grayson. All right, so we've got our printers, we've got our research chamber. Now, the last thing that we want to try to get, depending on our resources, are the platform and the smelting furnace. I think that we've got just enough. Let's do the furnace or the platform first. And then after this, we're going to do the furnace so that we are all prepared to start venturing and crafting and creating. While that's rolling, let's check our mission log. We haven't checked that in a second. Oh, cool. Alright. So it's going to give us beacons. Beacons can be used to, like, obviously mark locations, given the name. I like to turn them off if I'm not using them, because you can see them from a really far distance and they're kind of annoying. So, yeah. So as you can see too, our generators ran out. It used up all that organic. The other thing you might notice is every time that I mine something, it makes a noise. Every different mineral in this game has a different noise that it makes whenever you mine something. So like every mineral in this game you can mine. I think there's like 20 different minerals that you can mine. Maybe more now since the last time I played. Alright, let's get the smelting furnace. Let's go ahead and move this where we want it to go. We're actually going to switch the research thing to this, and then we're going to move the furnace to where that is, because I like that better. Alright, that's pretty close. So there's power here. Let's move that there. And then, yeah, we can set up our base. Let me know how you guys are feeling about this game. Let me know what you like, what you don't like. Would you like to see more of this content, this kind of content? Again, I love making this, so like I'm always going to play these games, and I'm always eyeballing and looking for the new ones that are coming out. I got super excited when I found out that they were making a DLC for this, because I've wanted them to make a DLC for a long time. It is a very good game. Like this really is a good game considering what it is. So, all right. So we have the smelting furnace, we have all of our printers, and we have the research chamber. So we've started out in a very, very good way, and we have kind of set ourselves up for a good chunk of success here starting out. There's still a lot of things that we need to consider and accomplish, but again, starting out 30-45 minutes into a map and to already have all of this rolling, it's pretty great. Like, it's a long time ago, it would have taken me a long time to figure that out and to accomplish all of it. So I'm really satisfied with what we were able to accomplish in this episode, and I am excited, even though I may not sound like it, because I am completely tired. Like, I'm tired. My eyes are even heavy as I've been playing this. I am excited to continue playing this, maybe bring some friends on and play with me, help me out. Maybe even have them build a base of their own. We'll see, but in reality, it is a really, really fun game, really, really chill, and I just really, really enjoy all that it really has to offer. So, I'm trying to remember. There's a way to emote. I just don't remember what it is. There's a research catalog, mission log, compass. Maybe it's up on the D-pad. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Well, that's what I was trying to do. Nope. Anyways, I was trying to wave at you guys. I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week, and that you enjoy your time with family or whatever you're doing. Enjoy the weekend too. Let me know what you think about this video for real. I would really love to know if you guys are interested in more of this game, if you'd like to see more content. Again, I'm probably going to make it regardless, but if you guys are enjoying it and if you want to see more of this game, it tells me that I need to focus more energy on this. So, yeah. I hope that you've been able to come along with me and just relax, chill out. We will definitely do this again at some point. So, yeah, thanks for hanging out, and I will catch you guys on the next one.